With traditional search, you have to know exactly what you're looking for. For example, you type in the word Home Alone and you retrieve the movie Home Alone. But what if you can't remember the exact keywords? And let's say you remember a funny movie where a kid outsmarts some burglars during Christmas. That's where vector search comes in. Hi, I'm Afi, a senior developer advocate at MongoDB, and today we're going to build a movie search app using the Django MongoDB Backend, Voyage AI for Embeddings, and LangChain for RAG. Let's get into it. Since you're building a semantic movie search engine, you describe what movie you're in the mood for, and it finds the closest match from the holiday movie database, ranked by how well they match your description. So let's look at an example. So I could type a snowy reindeer, and I have an idea of what movie it will be. Okay, so the first hit is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That is the exact movie I was thinking about. We also have an example that's the Polar Express and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The first output is the closest match to the query that I passed in, and we're going to build this step by step. Let's get in. In our requirement.txt file here, we have different packages such as a python.env that handles our environment variables so that we could use it. Then we have Voyage AI, which generates our embeddings. LangChain Voyage AI and LangChain MongoDB helps us wire vector search into our app. And then the Django MongoDB Backend, which is an official engine that lets Django talk natively to MongoDB. To install all these requirements or packages, we could either do a pip install with the packages, but in this case, we do a pip install requirements.txt, and that gets everything running. After installing the packages in our requirements.txt file, next thing we're going to do is to go through our settings.py file. And this contains a configuration for our database engine. So we have a couple of imports at the top, loading of environment variables, setting of secret key, definitions. But when we scroll down, we see the path for the database. The first part, which is the engine, is the Django MongoDB backend. And this is how Django speaks natively to MongoDB for models, migrations, admin, and all of it. Now, moving on to the next thing, we have the host. The host is the MongoDB Atlas connection string. Then after we have the name, which is the name of the database. Scrolling down, we have database routers, and here we have the Mongo router. So the Mongo router handles routing so that Django's ORM operations go to the right place. When we scroll a bit down, we see the default autofield, which is the object ID autofield. So since MongoDB uses object IDs instead of auto-incrementing integers, we set the default primary key field to object ID autofield, and this applies globally. Now we scroll up a bit to the installed apps, and this is where we declare our Festive Flakes app, which we created. You realize that at the top, the first three entries are Mongo config entries that are registered for admin, auth, and content types. Now, after looking at the configuration in the settings.py file for our Django MongoDB project, next thing we're going to look at is defining our models. And this is found under the Django app, which is Festive Flakes. Here we're going to scroll down to the models.py file, and in here, we have two classes, award and movie. First, we define an award as an embedded model, which is up here. And in MongoDB, this means that award lives inside the movie document. There's no separate table or join, it's a nested object. Now moving to the movie class, you see fields such as title, plot, runtime, release, but you realize that the awards field here is an embedded model field. That's the nested award document. And the genres uses an array field, which is a native list of strings directly in the document. Now you might be wondering, where is the vector field? Where are the embeddings stored? Well, it's not going to be here. The embeddings will live inside a separate MongoDB collection that we manage outside Django's ORM. The Django model handles our structured movie data, and the vector data lives alongside it in a collection that we populate with a script. To embed our data, first we create a JSON file of holiday movies. Each movie has a title, plot, runtime, genre, release date, and awards, but no embeddings yet. That's what the next script that we will create will do. We create a script called plot_embedding.py, and over here, this is where our embedding pipeline will reside. At the very top, we have imports and we have loading of environment variables. And then we initialize our Voyage AI client with our API key, which we could store in an M file. rather than passing it directly. Then, with the movies underscore list, that's where we extract every movie's plot into a list form, and the plot is what we are embedding. It's a text that represents the meaning of each movie. Then after that, we store the results in a variable called result, and with one API call, we send all the plots to Voyage AI's Voyage 3 Lite model and get back a list of embedding vectors. Each one is a 512-dimensional array of floats, a numeric representation of what that plot means. Then we have a for loop, which loops through and attaches each embedding to the movie as a new field, and we embed all this result in a new file called embeddings underscore holiday underscore movies.json. I'm going to upload to MongoDB. This script, JSON underscore upload, connects to our MongoDB Atlas cluster using PyMongo directly. In here on line 10, we are instantiating the Mongo client. Then we are going to target a specific database, which is Festive Flicks DB, and then a collection, which is Holiday Movies Collection. This is separate from the database that Django uses for its ORM tables. Now, we are going to clear any data that exists and bulk insert all movies with their embeddings, and now the data will live in our MongoDB Atlas cluster. Here is the part that makes vector search possible. In your MongoDB Atlas UI, navigate to Search and Vector Search, and click on Create Search Index. Under the tab, we click on Vector Search, and then we could either specify a name or leave as default, and select our target database and collection. Now we scroll down and choose our configuration method. You could either choose the visual editor or the JSON editor, but for this purpose, I'll be going with the visual editor. Now, for vector field, we have path, which is embedding. That's the field name we created in an upload script. The number of dimensions we specified is 512. Then we have the similarity method, which is cosine. That's a standard for text embeddings. So now we go ahead to save it and wait for a moment to build. Optionally, you could add index values to pre-filter your data with this selection. So now I could click on next and it's going to create my vector search. Now my vector search is ready. After creating our vector search index, we create our LangChain integration script. In there, we create a LangChain embedding object using Voyage AI embeddings, which has the same model, Voyage 3 Lite, so that our query embeddings will live in the same vector space as our stored embeddings. Then we create the MongoDB Atlas vector search object, which acts as a bridge, and we pass our collection, embedding model, index name, and tell it which field holds the text and the vector. Now, LangChain treats our MongoDB collection as a searchable vector store. When we call the similarity search with score, LangChain embeds our query using Voyage AI, sends the vector to MongoDB Atlas, and MongoDB Atlas returns the 3 closest movies by cosine similarity. Each result comes back with the document and the relevant score. From the example here, when we run this script at the top here, and we pass in the text Santa Claus, searching for that as a query, this is the result. We get 3 results, with the first one being the Santa Claus with a score of 0.8, and then the second one being 0.7, and the third one being 0.7. But the first one is what matches the query closest, so that came as the first result. Now, our views of PY is where everything comes together. We have one view and one function, which is search holiday movies. We grab the search query from the URL parameter right at the top with the parameter queue, and then we already have our query set up the same way we did in the LangChain integration script. Here we have our Voyage AI embeddings, our PyMongo connection to our database, which is Festive Flicks DB, and our vector store, which is the MongoDB Atlas vector store. Now, we run the similarity search with score with k is equal to 3, which gives us the top 3 matches. The LangChain handles embedding the user's query and querying Atlas behind the scenes. Then we have a for loop, which loops through and builds a dictionary with the title, plot, score, ECT. So we unpack each result into a clean dictionary with all these fields, and then we pass it to the template, which is search underscore results.html, where it will be rendered. For our URLs and templates, for our app level, which is a Festive Flicks, we have one part at the root pointing to our view, which is the search holiday movies. Now, moving on to the project level, which is our Django rag, we include the Festive Flicks URLs at the root and under Festive Flicks plus the admin. Now to our template. The template is a single page app and it's a search form at the top with a text input. And below that, we have movie cards that render dynamically, and each card shows title, plot, metadata, tags, and so on. And so we also add a similarity score as a badge, as a green badge, so that you can see how relevant each result is. For our live demo, we are going to start by running our server in the terminal. So you type python manage.py run server, and then you access localhost, right, which is localhost 8000. So when you type that localhost in there, you get the landing page, and then we could check or describe certain movies and see what scores they come up with. For the first example, I'm going to go with a heartwarming story about family on Christmas. Now we have 3 results, with the first one having a score of 0.8, which is the family stone. Then the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, okay, 0.795. And then we have the last one, which is Elf on the Shelf, an elf story with 0.66. So these 3 results, they have different scores, and the top match is semantically closest to what we described. Not because it has the exact words, but because the meaning of the plot aligns with our query. And that's the power of vector search. So when we try with, let's say, a funny holiday chaos, we see that it's different result, because this one we rather get the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and Holiday Inn, and then it happened on Fifth Avenue. So these are different results, and the engine understands because they're semantically different. So let's recap. We took raw movie data, embedded the plot with Voyage AI, and then we uploaded everything to MongoDB Atlas, created a vector search index, and wired it to Django through LangChain. Then the user types a description, LangChain embeds it, and MongoDB Atlas finds the nearest vectors with cosine similarity, and Django renders the results via the views. The full source code is on GitHub. The link is in the description, and then there's a blog that accompanies this on dev.to that walks you through every file. You can clone it, swap with your own dataset, and build something cool. See you in the next one.